welcome back. It's a beautiful snowy day here at the farm, and I had actually planned on doing a video about our heating system in the mobile home. I get asked that a lot, and I even did something fun to kind of dress it up a bit, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But so what a more appropriate day to talk about heating than on the day of our first snow. And we don't get a lot of snow here in North Georgia, but when we do, we get super excited and we act like kids and we go nuts for, you know, not even an inch. But hey, I was born and raised in Florida, so I'll take what I can get. And it actually looks like it's starting to snow again. It's so beautiful, it's so peaceful. And I guess I can say that because I'm not out shoveling feet upon feet of snow. But we got just a nice little dusting, as you can see, and it just looks amazing. So I'm going to take you through how we heat our home and get myself a warm cup of coffee because it's about 20 degrees out. We had the propane installed when we bought the farm. It cost us about $1,000, and the local company came out, put the tank in, ran all the lines to the house. I was never familiar with propane heat. In fact, it intimidated me because you hear all these horror stories of people having adverse reactions to it, and that's not the case. It's totally safe. We have carbon monoxide detectors in the home that will alert us if something's off or if something's leaking. You can clearly smell it. So we had all the lines installed for the fireplace, the furnace, and the gas stove. It cost us about $1,000. The tank is a 350-gallon tank, but they can only fill it 80%. So I get a discount for working at our local hospital. It costs us about $250 a season, I'm gonna say. But the downfall to it is you still need electricity to run the furnace, and your electricity will go up just like it does when you run your AC. So I can't really say that it saves us a ton of money in our situation. What is a huge help though is having the gas fireplace. That gas fireplace is, I believe, 30,000 BTUs, and it heats the 1,200 square foot home no problem. And that keeps the furnace from constantly having to kick on. And it uses less gas. So that little fireplace has been fantastic for us. Now, if I had my way, I would have a wood burning stove. So that's okay. We still get the ambiance of the fireplace, and it still heats us and it keeps us warm, and we cannot complain. Now, propane heat is how do I describe it? It's not a dry heat like electric heat is. We don't find our skin drying out or my hair drying out or sinuses or anything like that. It burns really well, and it heats really evenly. Overall, it's been a good experience. The home came with a propane furnace, so it wasn't like we chose to go this route. We were just going with what we had, and it's turned out to be a great option for us. So stay tuned though. I'm going to show you what I did to the furnace cover because it was ugly and it was driving me crazy and I couldn't take it, and I think you'll really like what I did. It's just kind of a fun spin on it, and it serves us in a practical way as well, and I'm all about that here on the homestead. This is the outside of our furnace. As you can see, it is dingy and ugly and dirty. So I'm going to start off by giving it a really good clean and getting in between all those little nooks and crannies and cleaning it real good. That way the paint will adhere well to this metal cover. What I'm using is just a basic chalkboard paint I picked up at a local store, a paintbrush for trimming, and a roller for rolling. Also a tray to keep the paint in. I had to do multiple layers. I would guess to say around 4 coats of paint went on to this cover. The paint looks blue, but will eventually dry darker. At first I was a little nervous that this wasn't going to go on evenly, but once I've got all 4 coats of paint onto the cover, you can see that it dries evenly and has a beautiful finish. The hardest part about this whole thing was getting in between all of the little slats and the grates and making sure that the paint went on evenly and didn't drip. That took a lot of time and a lot of patience because you had to allow it to dry in between coats, or else the paint would run or crack and it wouldn't be even. Overall, I'm really pleased with how this worked out. I even thought I could display scriptures, meal plans, shopping lists here. Really, anything that comes to mind can be written on this, and it cleans off no problem at all. And as you can see, Grace is pretty excited to have a place where she can color and create.
Helping you, you love me. Now look! Look!
Awesome.
Take a picture of it.
I did. I took a whole video of it.
Now, you can take a picture, and then take a picture of it.
Thank you for following along. I hope you found this video helpful, and we are enjoying our heat and not taking that for granted, and we're so thankful and blessed to have that. So thank you for following along. Thank you for subscribing and watching this video here on the channel, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. Stay warm out there.